Hey Aquarius, happy May. So, I'm not the most consistent with the monthly readings on YouTube, but I do daily readings on Instagram. So, if you guys have an Instagram, follow me at Ode to Venus Creations. I'm also doing 15% off of personal readings for the rest of May. Um, so, I will have both of those links in the description below. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna do 3 piles, one for the general vibe, one for your love, and one for your career reading. All right. One card, please. One card for Aquarius love, month of May. Ah. Oh. All right. All right. Okay, Aquarians. Now I see why the cards didn't want to come out. Because you guys don't want to talk about it. So, Uranus plus the new moon in Taurus is at the bottom of your chart. It's in your 4th house. And so a lot of things in your home front are being shaken up right now. Maybe it could be, something like your kids are leaving for college, so you just, you feel sad about it. Or perhaps some of you are going through a divorce or some kind of separation. But there's a clear indicator that someone doesn't want, or it's either like someone else or a group of people don't want the same thing that you want. And so it's become quite the inconvenience because now there's a conflict of not only ideas, but a conflict of passions, and there might be some people leaving on their own accord, not because, I'm seeing that you shouldn't take this too personally. If there are people leaving in your life, it's most likely more so to do with them and what they need to do at this time than it is them wanting to stay or to not stay with you. But I'm getting off track. So that was for whoever needed to hear that. But yeah, the general vibe of the month, it's in general, Aquarians, you guys are going through some kind of thing with your family or with your roommates or something in your home, and it's no longer something that you or someone else wants. So that's that's pretty much the main focus. It's just your home life. If this home life situation is related to a love situation, again, I think someone could be telling you, or you could be letting someone else know that you no longer want to be with them. So it's kind of like the initiation of the end of something, the initiation of a breakup. If you guys are single and it doesn't have to do with an existing relationship, and this is, you might get a message that redirects your attention. A lot of you might feel like you do not want to be involved. So either way, if you're single, you might not want to be involved with someone. If you are with someone, you also might not feel like being with someone. I don't know, maybe for a lot of you, this is you wanting to leave or really just wanting to be alone. I don't know, Aquarians, you guys have a lot of things to figure out, obviously. That's why you're here at the tarot reading. Anyway. So, either way, I think a lot of you are going to be focused on work, mainly because it's also something that you have to give your attention to. On the other hand, it distracts you from all of this stuff. So, with work, you have the 5 of Swords, clarified by the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Swords in reverse. So it's almost like you feel a little sad that you had to walk away from some people or that you had to lose some people, but at the same time, you have that mentality of like, if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. And so that's kind of where you're at, not just with work, but with everything. So I think in your life, you are just looking to gain a little bit more control, and in work, that's probably where you have more control than your love life. So that's where you guys are going to be focusing on. I see you guys burying your head in the work, not because it's a stressful thing, but because you want to. You want these wands here to distract you. It could also be that someone's sick in your family. If that's the case, I'm really sorry for those of you who are going through some sort of, health concern with a family member or yourself, but I think it's mostly with a family member. Yeah. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician in reverse. So a lot of you guys are feeling helpless right now. Like you can't do much. Like, again, things are out of your control. So the only thing you can control is work, so that's where you're burying your head. But that's okay. Do what you need to do, There's still a lot of opportunity here for you, but I think you guys just want to help everyone and everything all the time, that sometimes you just end up spreading yourself too thin. I think this month with family, you might be asked to give a lot of yourself, but I don't know. It's like on one hand, I want to tell you guys to take care of yourself, but on the other, it's like, I know this is how you take care of yourself, by overworking, but it's kind of like, an oxymoron, because it's like you can't overwork and take care of yourself at the same time, because then you would be overworked. But my father's an Aquarian. I always understood why he kept himself busy. He's got a lot going on. And I understand, working is a good way to let out energy, but sometimes you just need to let out the thoughts in your head in order for you to understand where you can move forward. And I think sometimes when you say something out loud or you admit something, then you would have to admit defeat in some sort of way or some kind of disappointment, or maybe you thought people were counting on you and you failed them. But Aquarians, I don't think you should put that kind of pressure on yourself, because we all make mistakes and we all fuck up, and no one is expected to be anyone's superhero, right? Even though you guys are kind of out of this world, you guys are still here and you're still human. So treat your body as such, even if your mind doesn't feel like it is. It's not easy being an alien in a human body, because human bodies require things that aliens don't do. So that's all I'm asking of you this month. You don't have to give up that Aquarian mind. You don't have to give up the way you look at things and the way you understand the world, but just also make room for your human body. That's it. Just make room for eating healthy, make room for sleeping well, sleeping on time, make room for eating healthy. Did I say that already? Make room for exercising, make room for your friends. I know a lot of you are preoccupied with family, but if you just get out of that bubble for a little bit, like go have dinner with a friend like one night, just so then maybe you can kind of reground yourself, and that way you have more energy the next day to, help whoever you need to. But you have to mind your body. Okay, Aquarius? So again, don't feel helpless. You can't control everything. You're here to experience the human experience. And this is only the monthly reading. It's just for May. Like in 30 days, who knows what the energy is going to be like, And it's not hopeless. Like you just have to get out of your head a little bit. Help your human body get out of your Aquarian head. Okay? So I do daily readings for free on Ode to Venus Creations on Instagram. So if you have an Instagram, or if you just want to look at it, it's Ode to Venus Creations. And if you want a personal reading, I'm offering 15% off for the rest of May, and both of those links are going to be in the description below. So you are all good, Aquarius. I will see you in June. Mwah.